Speedy Gonzalez. Hey, Brains, I'm getting ready. Yes, I am. I'm getting ready for President Payne, President Stephen Payne. He is 12 years old and has been reelected not once, not twice, but 3 times for De Portela Elementary School here in San Diego. We're going to talk about really what's going on, the State of the Union, the environment. And there they are now. Hello, President Payne. How are you? Are you there?
Hi, yes I am.
Okay, let me get my headset on.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So where are you at? You driving around town with your mom?
Yes, I
I Tell her I said, hey.
am. Okay. Mom,
So thank you so much from the back of your presidential limousine to check in with me here on The Edge. Thank you for coming back. I enjoyed our conversation so much that I wanted to bring you back and find out the State of the Union. So what's up with your afro now? What color is it at the top? It was blonde last time.
It was purple.
It's purple? And why did you pick purple, President Payne?
Well, purple, I think, is a really nice color for me, and I feel like it matches, like, it looks best on you.
It looks best on you?
Yeah, and back in medieval times, purple was a sign of royalty.
Right. And you are a king, absolutely. So I just kind of wanted to tap in and check out some things with you and see what in the world is going on in the 8th grade. There's so many things going on in the world right now, and I think that you can lend a voice of reason to some of us adults and other Generation Z. So we want to talk about the State of the Union. What's going on in middle school right now? What are some of the challenges that you're facing? What's going on?
The challenges that I'm really facing in middle school are like homework. There's a lot of homework. There's like bullies. Just
bullies. Last time I talked to you, you said there wasn't no bullies. Where's the bullies coming from?
Not from me, but I'm talking about any school in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's always like some type of form of like bullying, and I feel like, in my opinion, that should not be happening at any type of school because it affects the way a child learns and how children react with other people.
Absolutely, absolutely. It makes them aggressive too, or fearful. Mm-hmm. So what are some suggestions that you would have to other young people when they're dealing with bullies?
Well, one, always go with a trusted adult. Always tell somebody like, hey, this is going on with me. Can you help fix this before it gets out of hand? Or what I would do is I would talk to somebody that I would really trust, or just tell the person face to face, like, hey, I don't like how you're treating me. Can you please stop that? Or I'll have to go tell an adult how you're treating me, and then it shouldn't escalate from there.
Or take a good taekwondo class, right? So we never want to be a strong proponent of violence, but self-defense is very important. You can't be soft because it's a cruel world out there. There's been a lot of talk about climate change. Is that something that you're concerned with at your age? What's happening to the world and what's happening to the environment that's soon going to be yours?
Yes, absolutely. So when I'm scrolling through social media, I see things about people like our Earth is changing, animals and more animals are getting extinct, different types of species are getting extinct. All the world is changing, and I think it's because of the amount of carbon dioxide that we release into the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And with that is one of the causes for climate change and global warming or extreme weather.
Right. And so what can we do? We really need to be conscious. Do you think that we should have more legislation against what's going on in the world today? Recycling. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, I personally recycle, but some suggestions that we could do is start going electric. Use electric cars instead of using fuel that releases carbon dioxide. You just dial back on how much carbon dioxide that you emit. So use less of the certain things that do release carbon dioxide.
Right. All right. Well, that's good. So soon you're going to be going to high school. This is your last year of middle school. What's that transition feel like?
It's really new and exciting because, you know, as like you progress through life, you get older and older, get going to more and more schools, meeting new people, and it's just like a new chance for you to try something new. Because although like you're going into high school, it's like a new chance for you as well.
Right. And I mean, you know, you're going to be making a big transition. There's going to be a lot more. Do you think that you're going to run for student body in high school as well?
Yes, absolutely. Because I feel like if I have a good platform to like let people know who I am, like such as running for student body in high school, it lets people know who I am, what I'm here for, and also help me like express and let people know who I am.
So, you know, let's talk a little bit about making friends. People have this twisted. You know, they always say, oh, we're friends on Facebook. Just because I've pointed and clicked on you and let you into my sphere, that doesn't necessarily make you a friend. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
And so, what are some of the values that you find in when you're looking for a quote unquote a friend? You know, your buddy, your road dog, your homie. What are those qualities you're looking for?
Well, the qualities I think a best friend or a friend like possesses, like they don't switch up on you. They stick with you no matter what. You're able to tell them like things about you that you would normally tell other people. They're trustworthy, and they're not the type of person who just leave you when like times get rough.
Right. And they might loan you $20, right?
Exactly.
Well, what are some of the roles and responsibilities that you have as being the president of your student body?
Well, as eighth grade president, sorry, as
Okay.
eighth grade president, what something
No, go ahead. Keep going.
some
I
things
know.
that I do is like some things I do as eighth grade president is that I help with meetings, I help run errands around the school, make posters, help with committees, all that type of stuff.
You do fundraising and all that. Do you work with the
Mhm.
PTA? Is there still a PTA in schools?
No, we have a thing called foundation.
And what's that?
So it's basically like PTA except it's called foundation where the teachers and students come together and have a meeting after school and
Hmm.
talk about certain things that are going on around school and how like they can help and fix things.
Okay. All right. All right. And I want to ask you something else. Now that you're moving into high school and you are one handsome young man, girls,
Thank you.
I know the girls are just going to have to beat them back with a stick. What are some of the qualities that you should have as a gentleman and a young man when, you know, approaching a young lady or maybe wanting to date? What are some of the characteristics that a gentleman carries?
Well, you always have to be nice to a person. If you have an interest in that person and you really like them, you have to build like a friendship with them first, get to know them a little bit more. And when you're getting to know somebody, it's just like sign of trust and like they can trust you. So eventually, if you do come to that point where you say, "Hey, I like you," that person will be like, "Oh, okay, I like you too. You're like you're nice, you're funny, you're kind, you're not mean, you know those types of things."
Oh boy, well, I think that you are just stellar. And thank you so much for tuning in from the back of your presidential mama's limousine. And
No problem.
I just wish you all the best. I send you love and light and know that I'm watching you from the edge, okay?
Okay, and thank you, Miss April.
All right, anytime. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.